Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. So we are currently at Teamalliance in Greenville, South Carolina. So Coach Rafael is teaching this class. I'm pretty excited. We're going to jump into it. We're going to get to see some sparring as usual, hear from the coach. So with no further ado, let's do it.
All right, y'all, welcome back. So we are at episode 7 of the MMA journey, and let's do it. Hey, real quick, got a disclaimer for you. I actually got a serious knee injury right before this. Like, I can't even walk today. I've been limping around like a hobo all freaking day. It was a freak accident. It was nobody's fault. My leg just got caught in this dude's clothes in a weird way. But, yeah, so... But I thought it was a good role because it shows, like, because I had to figure out how to do this, like, one-legged. And what if you get a knee injury in real life and you still got to go? So I was just like, you know what? Let's see if we can do this. I mean, he would have beat me either way, but just so you know, it's the right leg. You're going to see it's really useless. It's like a... All right, so here we go. So here I'm trying to do a leg drag, but he's got that leg in the way of me. He's kind of blocking me off, and he's creating this frame. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, I got to get this arm out of the way, and then I might be able to work my way out to his hips. So I tried to switch for a second, which he kind of freed it, but it opened his legs up. But he was able to do that sweep just instantly. I mean, this is Professor Rafael. He's like so good. So at this point, I'm trying to do almost like looks like I got that leg trapped, and look at that. He's going to go ahead and sweep me, but I'm trying to work my way through it, utilize that frame. So he kind of forces me down, but again, look, I'm not blaming my bad leg. He would have whooped me either way, but it really was a problem. So I had to go to kind of like an inverted position here. And I'm just like swinging over to the left, just and then of course out to the right to try to create a frame. But here, like when I caught the leg, see, I couldn't even posture on that right leg. Like I needed to drive, but I couldn't. So he ends up, see how I just crumbled? I was just like, dadgum, this stupid leg. It's like have you ever had an annoying boss? That's what it's like. It's like a boss that just follows you around, makes your job harder. It's kind of all right. Maybe that's a bad joke, but anyways, okay. So Professor Rafael, he just taps me. So it's time to start over. So this time I'm like, okay, let me see if I can kind of pin this leg. And at this point, I was trying to get underneath his leg to maybe do a version of a stack, but actually in reality, it looks like I was trying to work my way around. Now we're grip fighting here, so I'm frozen, and until I can get to the point where I can win that grip fight, I'm not going to move any forward. He catches it, of course, lands a beautiful sweep. And at this point, I'm trying to reverse it real quick. I want to get set up almost like this kind of knee bar sweep that works on people who don't have black belts. And of course, it didn't work on him. So now I'm trying to create a frame, and he's going to use that knee, of course, to try to penetrate through it and get to the side. So I try to invert so I can keep that frame in there. Boom, he cuts right through it. You can see it. He's to the hip. Yeah, at this point, he's just going to keep advancing forward. So I'm trying to get the frame back, trying to invert to get to it. Now, look at that. Look how beautiful that was. Golly. He was so good. Oh, it was ridiculous. He's Brazilian too, so that's like the real deal. Okay, so anyway, so at this point, I'm trying to do once again kind of like a little bit of a like a pendulum escape. That's why I'm putting my right arm onto that his right hip, and I'm basically trying to create a frame to where I can try to swing my legs around. Because again, I was like, maybe I can get to a frame and shrimp at this point. So I've kind of trying to keep his legs from working around. He's obviously going to go to the back, and I had to turn into him instead of go to the turtle. Same thing for this leg. Who's texting me? Jeez. Anyways. All right. So at this point, he's catching my arm. He's trying to, looks like, set up probably like a Kimura key like from over there. Boom. Look at that. So I'm trying to create that space to get the frame actually back in, since I can't turtle. And let's see. And then it looks like he's just controlling the position right now, but I really need to recover the frame, in all honesty. Look at that. He's going to cut right through it again. Watch this. I think he is. I don't know. Oh, no. Okay, so now he's setting up a Kimura. Yeah, see, I tapped. Because, just out of etiquette. Because it's like, I don't want to force him to have to, like, rip my arm up. Because as hard as I resist, he's going to have to put enough pressure to make it break free. And the submission, like I've had it happen, it'll happen in a split second. My shoulder's jacked. I was like, no, let me just tap. And he had me solid. I felt it. I couldn't escape. There's nothing I could do. So, I mean, he's phenomenal. Okay, so this time I'm going to really try to walk out. So walk it, or something like that. I don't listen to rap. Okay, so at this point, I wanted to go with the 101, but he broke my head posture with that leg, and so it forced me to have to like kind of stand up a little too high. So I try to walk out again. He's really utilizing his frames. He was being kind of my leg too, so I kind of tried to pin it down, switched over the leg. He knew what I was doing. He's got that hip pressure. Same thing. I'm trying to walk, so penetrate with the frame. And at this point, I think I was considering a knee slide. Let's see. And then look at this. Golly. That was like a De La Hiva sweep. That's how dangerous he's. Look, I'm like 6 foot, y'all. He just took a grown man and gently flipped me over. Luckily, my head broke the fall. That's what, I mean, can you, like, how unreal is that? Like, if someone was messing with him in a Walmart, he could just be like, okay, I'm going to set you on your head now, gently. That's even scarier than aggressively. God, people keep texting me. Hold on, let me turn this on silent. Okay, so he's at mount right now. So normally I would want to get the frame, but due to the fact that I can't bump properly, I'm trying to do that kind of like reverse out escape. Some people call it what do they call it? Like a freezy, something like that. I don't know. And so I tried to give a little bit of a bump, and I went with it again, but I couldn't use the right leg. He may be doing like an Ezekiel or something like that. Yeah, it taps me. Boom. Because that's the thing. Like when you're going for that escape, you really you're basically sacrificing your queen, hoping you're going to get it, and it's really risky. I probably would not recommend it, in all honesty, especially if someone's allowed to punch. Like if he could have punched me right then, I'd be freaking be like drooling by now. I would have it would have beat me senseless. Okay, so now I'm trying to keep that pinned, that one leg. Of course, he gets it free. So boom, and there was the time, and it was an incredible roll. Freaking love this guy. All right, Coach. So we got Coach Rafael here. All right, and so here's my big question: what's one technical tip you have for everybody out there, all the grapplers and everything, that just you feel has really led you to a lot of success?
I would say, if you're thinking about jiu-jitsu, one of the things I learned was the give and take part. You know what I mean? You should never hold yourself too long in any position. You always should be able to use that idea of give and take. You know, if you want something from the person, you have to make them believe they have something, and then when they try to attack or do anything, you can take that from them as you open the space for them to attack.
Okay, so kind of like a trade-off, like give and take.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of bait.
Bait, okay. Like, is there a specific move that you feel works really well with it? Like, could you give an example?
I feel like passing can be a lot of that, because sometimes you are pressuring the guard, the guy's very flexible, they try to push away, so you kind of let go the position, kind of come back with another counter and then pass. You know, pass can be a great way to do that.
Okay, so kind of apply the give and take as you're transitioning.
Yeah. Or even the technique we work tonight, you know what I mean, going to the underhook, try to sweep the guy one way, he's fighting back, so you try to go one way, you fighting, you cannot go, so then you take what they are trying to fight against you, then you go the other direction.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, and I guess my last question would be, if there's just one life lesson, one really powerful lesson you've learned from all your years of jiu-jitsu, what would it be?
There's so many lessons I have learned from jiu-jitsu, you know. I think one of the few things is discipline, you know what I mean? You have to be disciplined for everything you do it, because there are going to be moments you're not going to be motivated, but discipline will take you very far. You know what I mean? I think if you've been disciplined in jiu-jitsu or anything else in life, and you really pursue to work hard, you're going to accomplish anything you want.
Okay, awesome, yo. All right, so thanks again, Coach. We're here at Team Alliance, y'all. So we'll catch y'all later.
Appreciate it. Have a good one, sir.
All right, y'all. So we're wrapping up. We just had an awesome class with just Professor Rafael and here at Team Alliance in Greenville, South Carolina. So it was great. Like, man, how to describe it? It's like that. There's just there's a lot of humility. Everybody was great. Just real friendly, real welcoming. No one was trying to like kill each other, whatnot. Unfortunately, I ended up jacking my knee, which I'm sure you'll see like when I'm rolling and stuff. It was a complete accident. It's like, it happens, you know. That's my advice, is you can either A, train and you deal with the risk of occasional injuries, or B, if you don't want to get hurt, don't ever train in your entire life, and then you'll be safe, you know. So just kind of, it's the nature of the game, you know. So anyways, but it was awesome, and just coach gave so much detail, and he I mean, it's like when he was showing, for example, some setups from the guard. It was just something that I think I've even done this, but I never quite thought about it. You know, as he was saying, like the arm always addressing your posture, like pushing on it, you know, attack that first, like, or start there. It's a good starting place. So it was just like everything he said, he was teaching in principles. It was great. And then when we rolled, it was just, everyone was just very graceful and whatnot. I didn't put up much of a fight tonight, unfortunately. I'll make sure I include all that stuff. But I mean, it's like, hey, if you're anywhere in South Carolina, it's like this is the place to be. So it's just Team Alliance. Once again, Greenville, just had a blast, and so yeah, you know, we're gonna keep going, but just cannot recommend this place enough. And so, hey, we'll talk to y'all soon. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, you know, and hopefully you're learning as much, you know, on your journey as you know, as I am here, and as much as the teams are helping out. So, hope you're enjoying it as well. So we'll talk to y'all soon.